another party's political structure. And lastly, legal reforms, where we are saying that policymakers should be able to consider reviewing and amending the existing laws where we feel there is a lacuna. And in this case, if there is a lacuna in terms of the Political Parties Act, where we are saying at what point do we deem a member to have maybe promoted the position of another political party, it should be clear so that members are allowed to exercise their democratic right and space, and none is accused of having cannibalized any other political party. That is our position as Kenya Kwanza, and we are saying this commission can push also along those proposals.
Thank you, Senator.
Lastly, Chair. Lastly. There's a last one. Lastly, Chair, on the two issues about entrenching funds.
1 minute. Yes.
How many minutes? 1 minute. 2 more minutes, Chair. Lastly, on the issue of entrenching funds into the Constitution and establishment and entrenchment of state offices, Honorable Chairs, this is our position that we draw wisdom from the memorandum the President presented to Parliament. That is the position of Kenya Kwanza. We support the establishment and the entrenchment of the National Government Constituency Development Fund, National Government Affirmative Action Fund, and the Senate Oversight Fund. However, Chair, we would like to make a further submission on the same. Article 177 of the Constitution of Kenya establishes the position of the member of County Assembly. The County Government Act gives the members of the County Assembly various roles. In order for the County Assembly's Honorable Chair to effectively carry out the above functions as enshrined in the County Government Act, we propose as Kenya Kwanza the establishment of a fund to be known World Development Fund, which shall empower the legislators to perform their functions of representation more effectively and keep them in touch with the pulse of their respective wards. Honorable Chair, it is important to note that the role of an MCA are similar to those of a member of National Assembly, and therefore, if these privileges are to be given at the national level, they should be replicated to the county level. These funds will help the MCAs, Honorable Chair, to fulfill their promises and pledges they made during their elections. Honorable Chair, we further suggest that to achieve, this fund will achieve equalization across the country and can be a solution to the marginalized groups within the counties who are agitating for secession. Honorable members of the committee who would agree with me that the member of county assembly position is an incubation stage for nurturing and mentoring future leaders who will scale up in political ladder of leadership. This fund will be very instrumental in ensuring this is achieved. We further submit that we have a ward equalization fund so that within the county setup, we again have an equalization fund to ensure that marginalized communities are catered for. We are further suggesting as Kenya Kwanza to have the county oversight fund, the same way a senator has been proposed to have an oversight fund to oversight the governors, to play the oversight role. We are proposing, let us build capacity for members of county assemblies. We've seen members of county assemblies being bought left, right, and center because they do not have a fund. That will make them autonomous from the governor. Lastly, on the issue of entrenchment of the two officers, the leader of opposition and the office of the prime cabinet secretary, we support, and especially as Kenya Kwanza, we want to affirm that we support the entrenchment of the leader of opposition. It is our considered view that Parliament should enact the legislation to establish the office of the leader of opposition. This is an important office in promoting inclusivity. We have repeatedly witnessed violence after every electoral cycle due to the perceived winner takes it all scenario. Creation of this position would be a means to alleviate the perennial problems, strengthening oversight and deepening democracy. Honorable Chair, we are conscious of the Bill of Rights as enshrined in the Constitution. We propose a legislation to regulate the right to demonstration and picketing enshrined in Article 37. Lastly, the legislation should specifically address and provide mechanism to bar political leaders who lead violent demonstrations from vying from any further elective position. Further, the legislation should mandate the organizers of the demonstration to gazette the venue, time, and reason for picketing. The legislation should provide measures that will ensure the leaders and organizers of violent demonstrations, which may occasion destruction of property and loss of life, to be held liable. These will encourage sanity and order in our political class. That is our submission as Kenya Council.
Thank you, SG. I think you're done, and thank you very much. I only want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
In the case of the office of the official of the leader of opposition, should that person sit in the Senate or in the National Assembly?
For
or outside?
No, just note down. And I've got a follow-up question. Save for about 2 or so words that you uttered. I hope you could listen to me. Okay.
SG, can listen to Andai.
Yes, I was getting worried because in the memorandum that you alluded to, that was sent to Parliament, and in your written memorandum here.
Do not have a written memorandum.
What is this? Sorry.
No, that's yours.